Buenos días. La chica es más baja que la torre. La chica es menos alta que la torre. Y la torre es tan joven como la chica. La chica es más atlética que el chico. El chico es menor que la chica. Pero el chico es tan guapo como la chica. Los mangos son más nutritivos que las papas fritas, pero las papas fritas son menos nutritivos que los mangos. ¿Y los mangos y las papas fritas? Los mangos son tan deliciosas como las papas fritas. Hay un tiburón y relampaguea. El tiburón es más peligroso que la tormenta. And we are talking about comparatives. Los comparativos sirven para describir una cosa o persona con respecto a otro. So comparatives, we do this all the time in English. We're always comparing things, one thing to another. We're saying something's less, something's more, something's equally as bad or as good. We do this all the time. And a lot of the words in Spanish will look similar because you already know a few of them. So in order to make comparisons about adjectives, about qualities of something, whether it's tall, short, red, nutritious, kind, there are three main things to keep in mind. Más que, menos que, and tan como. And we're going to see how these work right now. For example, Juan es más alto que Eva. So that is Juan is more tall than Eva. In English, we say taller. In Spanish, we say más alto que. Eva es más baja que Juan. Eva is more short, aka shorter than Juan. The que means than. And please note that we really have to make sure that the adjective that we're putting in the middle corresponds, aka agrees with the subject. So Juan is a boy, so alto is an O. Eva is a girl, so baja becomes an A. You have to make sure that your adjective agrees with the subject. So less than. Eva is less boring than Juan. Or Juan is less boring than Eva. And again, we have to make sure that the adjective corresponds. So aburrida es menos aburrida because Eva's a girl. Es menos aburrido because Juan is a boy. What if we wanted to compare and say something is as something as? So DeLuca is as athletic as her students. Es tan atlética como los estudiantes. Or los estudiantes son tan atléticos como DeLuca. They are as athletic as DeLuca. And remember, we have to make sure we agree. So atlética here is singular and feminine because Miss DeLuca is singular and feminine. Atléticos here is masculine and plural because los estudiantes are masculine and plural. So let's see if you can do some examples. So how would we say camping is more fun than fishing? Well, more fun, that means we're going to need a más que. So that's the más and the que, the more than. Fun is divertido. Camping we know is acampar. Fishing we know is pescar. So when we put it all together, acampar es is más divertido, more fun, que pescar. Done and done. However, caution. There are some adjectives that will not use mas or menos when used as comparatives. They will absolutely not. They are some of the same irregulars that we have in English. We don't say good, good, or goodest. We say good, better, best. So better is mejor que. You don't say más bueno que. That's more good than. We say mejor que, better than. We don't say worse, worse, or worsest, or bad, badder, baddest. We have bad, worse, and worst. So peor que. Older is another one that is irregular. It's regular in English, but it's irregular in Spanish. Mayor que. And younger is menor que. Peor, to kind of give you some tricks as to how to remember these. Peor is kind of like pew. It sounds worse. Peor. Mayor, it basically is the word mayor in English. Mayor, and the mayor of a town is always older. Whereas a menor, a minor, you're all minors because you're young. So minor, menor, young, mayor, mayor, old. Peor just sounds pu, worse. And then you remember better as mejor. And then you follow them with the K, the than. For example, hiking is worse than rock climbing. Hacer una excursión es peor que escalar una montaña. So the peor que is the worse than. Note we're using infinitives here because we're talking about the action, not someone is hiking. There is a way that you can talk about nouns. If you want to say that so-and-so has as much as you do, you use tanto como. And in this instance, we'd say De Luca tiene tantos estudiantes como Clegg. De Luca has as many students as Clegg. Or yo gano tanto dinero como mi amiga. I earn as much money as my friend. Now remember, the tanto here is agreeing with the noun because this tanto is your adjective. And it agrees with what it's describing. So here we use tantos because estudiantes is plural. Here I use tanto because dinero is singular masculine. So for example, if I wanted to say, I need as many matches as fish, which is a weird sentence, but it's practicing the grammar, so we'll go with it. Yo necesito matches is fósforos. So I need to use my tanto, tanta, tantos, tanta. Oh, tantos, because it's fósforos. Tantos fósforos como peces, as fish. So this is just kind of a breakdown. Might be super helpful if you want to freeze frame it or if you want to take a photo of it. Up here are things that we use to compare things that are different, because you're more than or less than. And then you've got the irregulars, older, younger, worse, or better. Down here, these are things, comparisons that are similar. As, nice as, or I have as many birds as. And that is all you really need to know about writing comparative sentences in Spanish. And we'll pick up with this in class. So please make sure you've completed your notes so that we can actually start using them and doing some games and practice activities in class. Adios!